have tribes in this territory that have never been removed from their Aboriginal lands.
Look at that. Thanks, Auntie.
That have never stopped their cultural practices or their passing on of knowledges.
Before you pick it, you would leave an offering of tobacco, food.
Peoples who are able to live in the same place, minimum 15,000 years, have to know how to live in a place sustainably.
There's a story actually in Hupa. They say in the beginning of time, they came to us and they were like, human beings, we're not so smart. But if you build food systems that are based on indigenous practices of responsibility, reciprocity, and respect, then you're gonna be okay.
Indigenous sciences are not taken seriously within Western academic settings. And so the Food Sovereignty Lab and Traditional Ecological Knowledge Institute on the Cal Poly Humboldt campus is really about focusing on Indigenous sciences as something that is worthy of being studied, right, for a broader campus community.
Hey, I'm Michaela Holia, Natanoi Ate, Natanu Sutai. I was raised here, and then when I left when I was 21, I felt like I lost my love for the land a little bit. And then when I came back, I found the Food Sovereignty Lab and saw the opportunity of being on the youth council.
So let's talk a little bit first about the Indigenous Garden Volunteer Day. The goal is to connect youth with food sovereignty, Indigenous science, and traditional ecological knowledge so that they can kind of understand the connection between the health of the land and the health of the people. We're bringing Indigenous students into higher education in a way that says, like, you belong here. They are a part of how you create knowledge.
We really prioritize kind of a collaborative relationship with our local tribal nations and our programming. We do speaker series, we do film series.
So you have to dry them.
We have a yearly Indigenous Foods Festival. Right now we're working with a local tribe, the Blue Lake Rancheria, to help process some of the vegetables that are coming out of their Indigenous food sovereignty garden. Students are learning a lot about master food preserving and canning, and they're seeing that you could actually grow, process, and engage with your own foods.
Definitely my eyes have opened up a lot more. The trees that are outside of my property, their berries are edible. A lot of plants that I have also in my yard, finding out what they are and what their benefits are has been very rewarding and makes me feel more connected to my land.
There's nothing quite like this that provides this kind of knowledge for the community. Not just for Indigenous students or just Indigenous people. It's a place for everyone to be able to connect with this space and learn about our history so that we can connect with ourselves and each other in a better way.
Thank you, honey.
The fact that we continue to teach our young people how you care for the land, the fact that we stood up to an entire government system that was trying to keep us from passing on our Indigenous science, that to me speaks to the resiliency, the strength of Indigenous peoples.